Hello and welcome to another video tour on screen at resourcesforlife.com. My name is Greg Johnson and I'll be your host for this tour. We're going to be looking at Yahoo groups very briefly. This is kind of an introductory overview of Yahoo groups, and the group we're going to be looking at is the Small House Society group on Yahoo. So let me go to the Small House Society link here at resourcesforlife.com. A quick way to get to this page is just to go to www.smallhousesociety.org. That'll also get you here. And from the primary navigation links here at the top of these different pages, you'll see an option to go to Yahoo Group. So let's click on that, and that'll take us directly to Small House Society Online. You'll see some advertising at the top of the page. You can just ignore that, but that's how Yahoo makes their revenue and allows them to provide this free service. So giving you we're going to start with the big overview and then focus in more on the different sections of what this online service has to offer. Basically up here in the upper left area, before we get to the top of the page, but kind of in this area, you'll see the group, your email address, your status if you're a moderator or an owner or just a member of the group, and then an area to edit your membership, and I want to review that a little bit for you for new users so you know all about that. And then over here to the right hand side, start a group, my group, you can see groups that you belong to or that you've created, and you can also start a new group. And you can search for other groups up here too. There's another search feature I'm going to show you in a little bit that allows you to search messages. Okay, so that's what is at the top of the page. And in the middle here, I want to bring your attention to the middle of the page, will be kind of a description of the group. And here we have a photo just to make things attractive. And there is the link here. Click here to leave this site and go to the home page of the Small House Society. So you can get back to the Small House Society pretty easily just by clicking that link. Down below, you'll see some important email addresses. There's the original link to get to this page, but also, how do you post a message? How do you subscribe? How do you unsubscribe from the list? And how do you write to the list owner? So that's all down here. Well, now I want to bring your attention to the left-hand side of the page. This is where the navigation links are. Now, some of these links you won't have. For example, I have a link here that says management, and that's for group moderators. But most of the links you will have because these features have been turned on. So starting from the top and going down, you'll see there's a link to go to the home page. Okay, there's a link to just take a look at all the messages on the list. You can go to files that have been uploaded, and you'll see here's a California event and small house communities. So people can upload files. Could be video, music, pictures. There's actually a specialized area for photos here, and that allows you to create actual photo albums and upload a variety of pictures into albums and organize them by albums. So that's a really nice feature. And then links. People are always wanting to collaborate and share links to different websites and online resources. So you'll see all that here, and those links can be organized by folders. You see in the upper right-hand corner, add a link or add a folder. And they can be moved around and kept very tidy, so that's nice. And then there's a database feature, which you'll see is not really being utilized here except for a few lists, but you can basically create, here's a book list, for example. And now it's called a database, but actually it's more, if you're familiar with spreadsheets, it's a lot like a spreadsheet or a table within a database, but still very useful. You can sort by title or author, that type of thing. And then there are polls. You can query the group, ask a question of everybody in the group or several questions, and send out a poll. Here's somebody that sent a poll out. Members I'm going to skip over because people may not want to have their membership IDs showing up in this video, but you can list all the members. Notice I have a pending button here. That's just for because this group is not you don't instantly get approved to this group just because we're trying to keep spammers out, but that's why I have a pending button there. And then here's a calendar. So people in the group can go ahead and post their own events here on the calendar. Multiple people accessing it and editing the calendar, which is a really nice feature. And then promote, if you want to help promote the group, there's come join the Small House Society online. There are these predefined HTML codes that you can put into a website or a blog. And then management is an option that group owners or moderators would have. So I know that was really quick, but in general, the left-hand side then has the basic navigation for the page and for this interactive site. And you can click home always to get back to the main page. And basically, to get an understanding of what is this Yahoo group all about, how does Yahoo groups work, it's kind of like a website that is edited and managed and updated collectively, cooperatively, by a group of people who collaborate on putting up all this information. And Yahoo Groups makes that possible pretty simply. There's also this kind of free-flowing streaming discussion that goes on. The discussion topics are in the form of these messages that show up, right? And if you're subscribed to the list, you'll get them as email messages. So it's kind of a stream of consciousness, or a stream of group consciousness in this case, that allows you to receive messages as they happen if you want. Now I mentioned earlier, up at the top here we have edit membership, and that's a really important feature. I want to point this out. If you're receiving too many messages or not enough messages, you can dial that in here. You can adjust your level of involvement on this edit membership page. Okay, and to get here, once again, you just go from the home page, you click on edit membership, and you'll be right here. So if we scroll down, you'll see message delivery. There are a few options for message delivery. You can get individual emails. That's the highest level of interaction with the group. You'll get messages as they happen. Or if you start to get a lot of messages in a day and you think, wow, I might have to quit this group, it's too busy, don't quit. Just sign up for this daily digest option. So then you're just going to get one message a day. If one message a day is too much for you, this sort of consolidated message, you can always sign up for just special notices that would be infrequent, or just web-only access. Now, as it turns out, the Small House Society also has a newsletter, so I'm going to take you to that page in just a minute. But be familiar with these message delivery options. Let's say you start building a small house. Well, go ahead and click on individual email. And then let's say you're just sort of wanting to remain on the periphery of the small house movement. Kind of move over here and choose web only or daily digest. And down below, I believe these are only moderator options, but you may want to remove these checks if you have them checked for when a member leaves or when their message is pending. Yeah, I think this is mostly for moderators. Anyway, the thing to remember is that you go to the top of the page to find Edit Membership, and then you go down here and you choose the proper message delivery for your level of involvement based on what your interest level is and how much time you have. If you go back to, and I want to follow this stream of thought for you, is if you find that getting one message a day is too much, but you'd kind of like a monthly reminder of what's going on with the Small House movement, there's an option for that. Okay, so just go to the Small House Society webpage and click on Newsletter. You'll see that at the Small House Society page here, Newsletter, and that will take you to the Small House Society News page, the subscription page for that. And this is where you can get just monthly newsletters. Really, it's not a cumbersome thing. It's a simple little newsletter just kind of reminding you what's going on. And you can sign up for that here. You just join the group and you'll be subscribed to receive those monthly newsletters. And you'll notice on the left-hand side, all those other features are removed, the ones about calendar and database and all of that. That's because this is not set up as a group collaborative, interactive, high volume of information page. It's just a really simple email subscription page, but still managed through Yahoo Groups. So you can see Yahoo Groups is a very diverse, flexible, customizable resource. It's very good to know about. So anyway, I'm going to go back where we started. We're going to go to the Small House Society webpage. I'm going to take you there. And I want to thank you for joining me for this brief tour. I Hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, feel free to write and contact us at the Small House Society, SHS, at resourcesforlife.com. Thanks!